What the fuck did I just watch? Seriously, what the fuck did I just watch? You wonder what I watched? I watched Mother's Day. Now, I remember reviewing sort of the remake, it's more of its own film, of Mother's Day, the one in 2010. And I thought it was a piece of shit. This one is also a piece of fucking shit. Which one is the worst? Fuck it. You put shit on shit, which is sorts of porn. There's no fucking difference. There's no difference. Now, this one will give it its leeway. Unlike the original, what has a downbeat, not the original, there's this the original, duh. Unlike the remake, has a downbeat ending. This one does have a bit more, I wouldn't say a happy ending, but a bit more of a tear-pleaser ending. Because it's a dumpy, I know it's a different film, and yes, I'm picking my nose because there's fucking Bodie hanging out of it, if you can see it. It's getting on my fucking nerves. It looks fucking horrible. Bear with me. There's no bowl there. Me picking my nose and trying to get rid of that fucking bowl there for the last hour was more interesting than this fucking film. Because this film is a piece of shit. Now, Mother's Day come out, the original one I'm on about, it come out in, I say about 1982. I say 1980 or 82. Could be right, could be wrong on the day. 1980, 82. And yep, it was in the video nasty era. Remember that era what I keep talking about? The video nasty era. This was one of the video nasties. I do believe it's been doing that on purpose because it was cut to shit. The fucking film was cut to pieces. But the one I've got, without blagging the blag, is the total uncut one. And it makes sense because the cut one, don't bother. Cut the fucking shit. Cut the fucking pieces. Ain't worth a fucking shit. This one, you want to see it in its tat, it's a total uncut one to go for, but not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea, not my foray. So it starts off, you've got a couple in this place, like a place where people, like a course where people go to learn things and all that. And they meet this old bidder, this really, really old bidder. It looks like a little old lady, run to arm to a fucking thigh, you know what I mean? You look at her, you think, the nice, sweet little old lady. Don't forget, the mother's called Mother's Day, the film I should say. It's called Mother's Day. So what happens is they give this old woman a lift. They go to the woods. These fucking Befty hillbilly, weird-looking fuckers come and attack them. The boyfriend gets beheaded. The fucking daughter, the Durfend, I meant to say, gets the shit kicked out of her. And she's begging for her life. And that's when you find out the lads who have done this is the mother's son. And then if that's not evil enough, the mother gets like a rope, strangles the poor girl to death. And you find out she's in on it. She's not at all this sweet old bidder. If anything, she's an horrible old bidder. Really is. Then you got a troop of girls, they go tramping. So you could say this is a bit like Deliverance on them sort of films. Let's say like Rick Rolls, Deliverance, Sudden Comfort. It's them sort of films, where someone goes tramping. You've either got Befty hillbillies, or you've got a gang of maniacs attacking these people. It's a very similar story. I mean, you've seen one, you've seen them all. So they go tramping. Lumber old, they get abducted by the maniacs, the sons of the mummy. And the old done pissing her, and you've got one girl. Now this stuff gets the uncut one, so it's a lot more to the bone. So they knock this poor girl down, they rape her, take stuff, that's what I really want to see. One of the fucking sons is taking photos where the poor girl is getting raped. You don't see it, but you see the aftershocks, what happens to this poor girl. So the other girls are going to figure out how the fuck do we get out of this? We're going to be next. So they manage to escape. They find the aftershocks of that poor girl. They find that they put a body in a cupboard and they killed her. Lovely. So the only way to get out is to get their feet revenged. So they get one die. don't forget it's an 80s film, so you get the old TV, you know, the old box TV. So they get one guy, they whack a fucking TV on his head, let the toot the fuck off, rightly so. They get the other brother, remember right there, I think they stab him or kill him. Then they get the sweet justice on the mum. They put a bag on her face, smoother her to fucking death, sweet revenge. I go over the top, I say they walk off in the sunset, I'm making that bit up. End of fucking movie. But to me, Mother's Day wasn't my foray. I just felt it was tarts of porn, it was mean-spirited, but I'll give it its due. Unlike the 2010 one, which I fucking hate, because that had a downbeat ending, this is a different type of Mother's Day. It's a different type of story. Have you ever seen an iconic photo where you've got a picture there, you've got the old biddy there with a skeleton at one side of her face and these two sort of like guys that look like bikers, and you've got a box with this poor guy's head in a box with the word Mother's Day. That's the one I'm on about. And again, I know I'm going to repeat myself, it was a video nasty back in 1982 or 1980. The days of the video era, it was a video nasty. Whether it got banned or prostituted or taken off the GB list and all that shit, it's a different story. But I do know that in the UK, don't fucking bother, cut to shit. And yeah, I'm not boasting, I've seen the uncut one. Is it a film I'd watch again? Probably not. More out of curiosity. Because to me, I felt it was mean-spirited. I felt it was horrible. It was just tarts for tarts' sake. Granted, it's not as graphic or as vicious as the 2010 one, but I still thought it was shit. I thought it was shit. If I want to see people camping in the woods and they get attacked by either Beverly Hillbillies or maniacs, I watched the Tacit Deliverance with Burt Reynolds, because I felt that was more satisfying. I watched Deliverance, like the one I just said, or I watched Rick Rules. Similar story. A couple of guys go camping. They go fishing on a fishing tip. And they get bunked off one by one and pay little panks on them. And it's just this one guy who's a maniac. But I felt that was more satisfying. It was more psychological. I watched Suck and Comfort, because them films were more satisfying. This, it felt like Deliverance, but more mean-spirited. One dude gets raped, gets murdered, lovely. These nice couple help the old biddy out. I don't know old biddy. She isn't fucking old biddy. She's honourable. And the way she kills this girl, it was just sock for sock foul. And to me, didn't interest me. Didn't find it entertaining. But I'll give the film its due. It seems it does have a peaser of an ending. The old biddy gets her preserves. But to me, not my cup of tea. I'll give it a 1 out of curiosity. But until then, be smart, be safe. See you later.